Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge, and so the saga continues in Green Bay. I don't think this is going to come to an end anytime soon. I think this situation is going to get uglier before it gets any better. Aaron Rodgers is clearly unhappy with the organization. He wants out of Green Bay. I think he's made that real clear. He's made it known that he does not want to play there anymore. When you take a vacation with your family and you don't show up, you know, uh, to a voluntary meeting, that's the red flag right there. That the guy does not want to be there. Okay, Roger skipped a voluntary team session in May and was a no-show for the start of mandatory minicamp. So that right there tells you all you need to know about how Aaron Rodgers is feeling. That he feels that he's been betrayed by the organization, that he feels that he's been backstabbed. He does not want to be there anymore. Rodgers wanted to enjoy his weekend at a golf tournament in Lake Tahoe. But the Packers, they remain steadfast about not trading the three-time MVP quarterback. The Packers are adamant that he's their quarterback in the future. But they may be forced to trade the quarterback and give up, him at some point because he does not want to be there. He has no plans to return to Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers' drama has dominated the NFL offseason. Everyone is talking about it. And the reason Aaron Rodgers feels backstabbed is because they drafted a young quarterback in last year's draft. They drafted not last year's draft, the draft the year before that. They drafted Jordan Love, and he was unhappy about that. He voiced his displeasure about that. I guess he felt like it was a bizarre move for them to do that. I guess he felt like that was a slap in the face to him. He got this vibe that the Packers were trying to push him out of the door. And he has been cryptic about it in a sense. That he just feels like the Packers want him to go, that they no longer want him around. He feels disrespected, But if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm retiring. I'm not going to sit out and risk losing a lot of money. He could avoid roughly losing $2 million in fines by retiring before the start of training camp. So he's better off just saying, you know what? I'm going to hang up the cleats. I'm going to put up the helmet. And, I'm going to go out, now while I still can. The Packers can fine Rodgers $93K for missing all 3 days of the camp. If he skips training camp, the Packers will fine him $50,000 per day. That's a lot of money to lose. But with Aaron Rodgers, it's not about the money. It's about having control of the franchise. It's about, having some input. It's about having the authority. Aaron Rodgers wants more power. He wants the organization to, show him that they care about him as much as he cares about them. They failed him in so many ways by putting limited talent around him. They never really gave him enough wide receivers, throughout the course of his career. He's had very little talent around him. And amazingly, he's been able to get that team to the AFC Championship games, and he's been able to get that team into the playoffs with limited talent. So he's frustrated, and you can see it. We already know that he is burnt out from playing in Green Bay. That he wants a change of scenery. That he's willing to, play elsewhere. Next season, and I think the Packers are now put in a position where they are going to have to trade him. I mean, this standoff uh, puts the Packers in a long-standing dilemma. Um, and now they're going to have to figure out at some point whether or not they're going to trade him. They're going to have to decide on what they're going to do moving forward because an unhappy Aaron Rodgers is not going to give you 100%. He's just not. He's not going to give you 100%. I mean, if Rodgers sits out all of 2021, which he could, which I highly doubt, but if he does decide to do that, he'll lose his $14.7 million salary. The Packers also will be able to recover $11.5 million in unearned signing bonus money, and Rodgers $6.8 million roster bonus. So I mean, this is a lot of money he could lose out. I think that's the last thing on his mind. I think he's sitting out, but because he wants to send a message to the Packers that, hey, you know what? If you guys don't, take me seriously, and if you guys don't, appreciate what I've brought to this organization, then, I'm not going to give you 100%. I'm going to want out. I'm going to request a trade. I'm going to find a way out of here. And like I said before, players these days, they don't honor their contracts like they used to. They assume so much power that they could get their way, that they could force their way out of a city. We've seen it over and over again. It's nothing new. It happens constantly, particularly in the NBA and the NFL, and now the big question is, will Aaron Rodgers report to the start of training camp? One of his teammates believe that he'll show up. We don't know. Will Aaron Rodgers show up? I think that's the big story right now. Everyone is talking about it. I don't know how Aaron Rodgers is feeling. No one really knows. No one knows if he will show up to training camp, but he knows that he could lose out on a lot of money if he doesn't. I don't know if he will show up. I would like to see Aaron Rodgers finish his career in Green Bay, but this has become a growing soap opera, and it seems like it's not getting any better for both parties. It seems like both parties have disconnected themselves, that both parties have kind of gone their separate ways, that both parties don't know how to resolve the issue, and it seems like the relationship between both parties is beyond repair, that it cannot be fixed, that Aaron Rodgers has, quite frankly, made up his mind that he does not want to be a Green Bay Packer in the foreseeable future. So that means the Packers will have to move on and get him out of there, even though they have the leverage. They have full control because Aaron Rodgers is still under contract, So they can hold on to him if they want to. They can make his life a lot miserable. But don't expect him to be productive. Don't expect him to be that same MVP quarterback that you saw in previous seasons. Because if someone is unhappy, they're not going to perform, and they're not going to play at their best. They're just not going to do that because they're not happy with their current situation. And that is Aaron Rodgers for you. He is not happy. He wants out. I think at some point the Packers are going to have to trade him and wave bye-bye to him. They're pushing him out the door the same way they pushed Brett Favre out. They're known for this. Once they are done with a player, they are ready to, show him the door, escort him out. And I think that's what we're seeing with Aaron Rodgers, despite the fact that Aaron Rodgers has a lot left. And I think he can go to another team. And I think by the time it's all said and done, I think he will be a Denver Bronco. I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.